All right, we're back, more Frostpunk, and we're building our buildings back in this corner, and we're going to be building all the housing that we need. And we got our automaton. There he is right here. And we're going to put that guy to work right here in the steelworks. Let's make sure the heat's on in here. Yes, it is. Do not turn that on. Do not turn that on. And we'll just probably... we're going to need to move these as well at some point. How many? Yeah, we have 17 engineers that need to work somewhere. Food. I want to move the food back over here. So 1, 2, 3. We'll need some more wood, which we can easily do. Boom. Nope. 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 There you go. Just build these like so, like that, and we're going to take this road here. No, we're not going to do anything quite yet. Let them get this done. Now these are resource depots. They're great. You can store additional material in them. So here, let's go ahead and put some coal in that one. We'll leave these blank. We're going to go ahead and max out our engineers here. Don't turn on the overtime. Don't turn on the overtime. Yeah, I have some extra people, but we're getting all this stuff built. That is perfectly good. Our automaton is doing the moonwalk. And that's all right. Where are some workers? There we go. Now, we're going to go ahead and grab 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just empty this, put the engineers in here. And then we're going to max this out here. Food's getting a little bit low, but that's okay. We'll need to start thinking about coal here pretty soon. But not quite yet. We've got... Ooh, that's a little low. It's kind of low. But we'll be taking these kids here, and we're going to be swapping them out to the hothouse once we have cleaned up this area. And it'll be the same thing over here. We'll take the kids, probably build another hothouse or something to that effect. In this area. Now let's go ahead and build resources tech workshop. 1 out of a little wood. That's fine. Cancel that one. Give me another workshop here. Like so. We'll be moving the sawmills, obviously. A few ill people. How are we doing on? Yeah, this is gonna... We're gonna tear through those sick folks. We do have some hungry folks, however. But we're going to be fine. We'll have some food coming in tonight. As long as they're not starving, they don't die. Okay, all of these are done. We're going to wait till morning when the hunters are done here, and we're going to shift those over to here. This coal should be done today. Should be. And then we'll switch people out. We'll switch the kids out. There we go. Crash site. Wood and food. Fate of the forgotten. There are plenty of priceless supplies in the wreckage of our expedition. Searching among the crates scattered in the snow behind the wrecks, we found the bodies. They're tangled together in a single frozen mass, as if the people were trying to find at least a bit of warmth just before they died. We can do nothing for them, not even bury them. Let's go ahead and take the resources, and we're going to go ahead and head back with that food. There we go. Big pile of food. We got some steam cores, wood, and steel, and coal. That's why we built the... Pause the game here. That's why we built these. We want to go ahead and grab some wood. We're going to go ahead and put in some steel. There we go. We're going to go ahead and build. And we're going to do the same trick over here. Nope. We're just going to bank the resources until we need them. Go to the first one we built, which is here. And then we just pause. It's a bit gamey, I'll admit. But it allows you to store up things until you're ready to actually start building things in a proper way. And these guys are ready, so we can send them to a couple different places. Let's go to this large convoy. It'll take us a day to get there. And off we go. Get to work. Coal Thumper is done. I would like this coal of the upgrade as well. That's pretty important. We'll go ahead and do that. And we can build a Coal Thumper. Now, a Coal Thumper is great. It is a building that you thump coal in it. Well, we've got some industry over here. We may as well build a Coal Thumper here. Now, Coal Thumpers work. They're pretty interesting buildings. I think they are anyway. Use gathering posts to make them work. So if you build like 2 Coal Thumpers like this, something like that, you would build gathering posts like this, something like that, and you can rotate the buildings to maximize their effect. Let's the other thing we could build is a coal mine. Let's go ahead and build a Coal Thumper, though. I like Coal Thumpers. I think they're pretty nifty. We'll put just 2 gathering posts right here, or you know what? Let's do here and here. And cancel this one. And we'll need a bit of road, like so. We've got the wood. Let's spend it. I do not need this many people chewing up wood. What I need really is food. So we're going to pull those engineers on. Wait a minute. Let's take a look and see where our population, where's our workers? I have 10 workers. Do we have any engineers doing things that don't need to be done? Workers. Well, I'm going to bite the bullet here and pull these workers off of this and get them hunting. They'll need to rest up. We do need the extra food. That coal pile is depleted. This one, we have a couple days for that one. Couple of days. And the gathering post has now been fully removed. Let's go ahead and get rid of the building. Get some of our resources back. I could, and maybe I will, put the automaton on the sawmill to get more wood. But I'm a big believer in steel. There we go, more food and wood. And we now have the update done, or the upgrade done. We can do the wall drill, which is fantastic. I think we're going to just go ahead and do drafting machines right now. And let's go over here. And we're going to go down here to the Gloomy Cave with our folks. We have 8 hungry people. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and switch out the automaton and put him in gathering that wood. Just like that. Well, we're doing well on steel, but I would really like to clear this area. Steel, wood, and coal. Yep. Oh, let's put those kids here. Kids can work there. Max this one out and max that one out. Okay, so there's our gathering posts. We can introduce a new law. Let's take a look, see what we can do. Care house. We'll probably do that later. Cemetery we can do later. Fighting arena. Soup and food additives. We're going to do food additives. We can add sawdust to make them more filling, although not exactly tasty or healthy. So, yeah, sawdust burgers for the win. Yeah, but we're not going to do that right now. There's no reason to. We are really doing well on food. And everybody's going to get fed. Not a big deal. Yeah, I really like this area cleared out. And he's going to produce 6 per hour. We got 1,000 wood back in this corner. And I want this corner cleaned out so I could build these resource depots. That's not necessarily... We don't need to worry about that. Little bits here. Like, I'm just being too fastidious about that. So then we could build another one there. Yeah. You can see our health, our infirmaries are doing fantastic. Fantastic. We just need some more folks, so we need more people to get more industry up and operational. Let's take a look at our coal here. Yeah, we've got about 2 days there. So we'll have to think of a way to take care of that. Oh, I wanted to move these, didn't I? Yeah. I think I'll just go ahead and move these now because I want to build, I want to extend this out a little bit. I do want another, what do you call it, another hothouse right here. And then we can fill this up with hunting cabins or hunting areas. Let's preemptively move our sawmill. Let's move it right here. Yeah. Right about there. Let's build 2 of them. Why not? And we'll just make a goofy looking road, which is going to serve us well for the time being. The drafting machines are done. We can build large resource depots, gathering post installations, steam sawmill, steam steelworks. Research that. Heating. Improved heaters would be great. Flying hunters, healthcare insulation, the infirmary, and hunting tactics. The hunter's hut will employ fewer people. That's gonna help out quite a bit. Hothouse installation, we're gonna need that as well. This is such a good tier. So many good things on this. I think I'm gonna go for the steam steelworks first. However, it's gonna give 70 steel per day. That is absolutely something we want. And our folks have reached the Gloomy Cave. This cave was once was inhabited. There's a number of footprints leading to its entrance. We should check to see if there's still one alive. We can hear terrified shrieks coming from a cave uphill. When we come closer, several polar bears turn towards us, blocking the entrance. There are people trapped inside, and these beasts are picking them off one by one and feasting on them. Leave the bears alone or risk attacking them. Let's take a risk. Ooh. We had to help the survivors. When our scouts attacked the bears, the people in the cave joined them, and together they drove the beasts away. Unfortunately, the scouts died from their injuries. The people they saved set out toward our city, guided by a map made by the scouts. So our scouts did pay the ultimate price. But it's going to be a day. We're going to have some more folks join us. So 4 kids, 19 engineers, and 12 workers. And we do have a room. Let's go ahead and get some food rations in there. And looking good, folks. Looking good. That's going to allow us to turn this on and get some. Oh, there we go. The steam steelworks. First coal pile is depleted. The second will probably be depleted later on. Steam coal Thumper. Large resource depot. I actually want the Infirmary. I really want hunting tactics as well. Heating is not an issue at the moment. Lighter scout sleds. Oh my gosh, I just cannot speak today. These are all so good. Let's do the hunting tactics. Fewer people. Go. Alright, we want to go ahead and upgrade our steelworks 1 and 2. Very important. We'll get more steel. That's going to be immensely important because we're going to be upgrading all these homes into proper tents, into proper houses. How many homes do we have available? We have 36 vacant beds, so we should probably build some more of those as well. People, tents. Let's build a couple more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, build 6 of them. There we go. Now we have plenty of food. We have plenty of food. Yes. They've already upgraded this to the steam steelworks. And then we're going to tear both of these down and get these 2 operational tomorrow. We virtually have no discontent. People are content. They're happy with my building. All right, the automaton comes out, goes in there. We're going to dismantle that. These guys are going to leave. These guys are going to get in here. And when we have the large convoy, this convoy is carrying workers that got lost in a blizzard. They're weak and have no provisions. We should listen to their story and escort them to our city. They sought Winterhome. The workers who were riding this convoy told us that they were heading for the city of Winterhome. We were supposed to follow the signal from the beacon, but we couldn't pick it up, they say. We tried to follow a search pattern to find it, but we ran out of fuel. We can escort them to the city, send them, or leave them to their fate. I'll take the manpower. Let's go. Let's bring it on home, folks. Bring them on home. That's going to give us a lot of manpower. We're going to need them. We have plenty of food. We have steel's looking good, wood's looking good, coal, and this will be probably non-active tomorrow. Yep, and we'll have to get this operational. And we do have more folks coming in. So, the automaton is building the buildings. Yeah, they can build buildings for you as well. We want to go ahead and dismantle that bad boy. And then we'll be able to extend our little workshops over here. and dismantle these, which will allow us to expand our city. Yeah, go speed that up a little bit. Excellent. Get a move on, chaps. Time to get to work. Yeah, that's going to be very helpful. Temperature is falling now. Let's make sure the heat is on in our buildings. Turn these on. Heat's on there. Yeah, that's fine. Make sure the heat is on in these buildings. We're going to be closing these up here. There we go. Okay. How many of these do we have? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go ahead and dismantle this one. Put them there. Dismantle this one and put you guys there. One, 2, 3, 4. Gathering post resources are done. We'll get a couple more workshops here. Say 1 and 2. Well, let's wait for a minute. The buildings kind of get goofy when they're close to things for some reason. See how that expanded like that? I mean, we can always tear it back down and rebuild it. It's fine. We are going to tear this one down. There we go. Hunting tactics. That gives us 19 more people. We do need to start insulating buildings or improve the buildings. So we're going to go ahead with improved heaters. It's now starting to get a little too cold. So that gives us 19 employees to work. Let's get those guys over here. And we're also going to take the kids. Dismantle this one. And we'll get the kids working here in these gathering posts. That leaves us with 9 additional workers, which we can use to gather food. There we go. Tearing these down allows me to change the road setup so that I could build another hothouse in the event we have more children around. Let me speed the game up a little bit here. Which we will. We've got a bunch of people coming in to help us out. What are you guys doing? Going to rest? Yeah. That's fine. What do we have here? Survivors reach the city. Sir, a group of survivors have reached the city. They're tired. They need a place to rest, a bite to eat, and perhaps some medical attention. But they are ready to lend a hand however they can. And we have plenty of beds for them. Nobody's sick. Nobody's ill. However, we did lose a few scouts, so let's add some scouts. We don't have anything that they can search out for. Let's go ahead and have them go down to Winterhome. Boom. Promise fulfilled. We gave our people time to rest, maintaining normal work hours. People feel ready to work hard again. Well, I'm glad you feel that way, ladies and gentlemen, because work you will be doing. All right, improved heaters have been researched. Let's take a look and see what we can do next. Steam hubs are great. We just don't need those right yet. Probably hot house insulation. We're going to let them finish up building. That way we can utilize the labor pool. We do want to max this up. And this one is ready to go. We're going to go ahead and max the research out here. Make sure that these people are warm. Same thing here. We're going to make sure people are nice and toasty. We do have some kids. Yes, we have 4 of them available to work. Let's put the kids to work. Units have returned to the city with some more people. 18 engineers. Do we have any homeless? No, we do not. Excellent. Let's go ahead and max out the workers here. We're going to max this out with the engineers. We're going to tear this down. What else do we want to do? What else do we want to do? I think I'm going to go ahead and build another sawmill just to, like, rip this stuff apart. Or we could go ahead and build another coal thumper over here, which is, I think, a good idea. Let's get rid of that. Another coal thumper. Something like this. You see where the front 3 little guys are right here? Like this. These little guys. That's where the coal is actually stored. And the gathering posts pick the coal up from these little areas. So we'll go ahead and build another coal thumper. And we'll do this one. Like that. And then we'll need to build some gathering posts. Like so. And I think I'm going to go ahead and build a sawmill over here. Sawmill. Yeah, may as well just grab the... I mean, we don't have to, like, put it in the perfect spot, but let's just go ahead and max the area out. We'll build that right there. We do have some trees over here. And let's go ahead and max this fella out. We're going to tear down... What time is it? Free time? Tomorrow we're going to tear the... Well, we're going to build the hunter's huts here. 1, 2, 3. And let's build our road system. Haha, this is ugly. Now, before I build these... Hang on. We need to take a look. We're going to have to build a squirrely road. Let's just connect that up right there. So I could get rid of this road. And then see where I could... I might need to move these two and put the hothouse here. And then put these guys to the forefront. We'll see how it looks. We will see how it looks. So turn that down. That's good. All right, let's... Oh, we've got some scouts. I don't think there's any more scouting locations. Nope, we just need to go to Winterhome. Just need to go to Winterhome. Also, we need to send some people into the steelworks. Max out the engineers there. By the way, you're working overtime. You're working overtime as well. It's good for the soul. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to deconstruct some roads. So let's get rid of these. We'll need to build a road. That's all. Like that. And I want to build another hothouse. Okay, yeah, that's all goofy looking. We're going to go ahead and build that right here. So we're going to go ahead and demolish these. We have plenty of food, so having these guys not doing anything for the moment is perfectly fine. Do that. We'll get this all sorted out, make it look nice. And we're losing some coal. That's all right, though. Let's get some engineers here. You're working overtime. Make sure the heat's on. We'll get the old coal thumper working here. Let's throw some engineers in there. Let's actually do workers. Some more workers and engineers. We'll do that one. And we'll do this one. What do we have here? 21 workers are available. But we're looking good. Healthcare insulation. Let's get that done. There's one. We're almost maxed out on food. Let's make sure we have food rations available. And let's get that other hothouse right here. Well, as soon as that's built. Hothouses are great if you have the steam cores to use. And we certainly have them to use. No reason not to. There we go. Healthcare insulation is done. We're going to go ahead and grab the infirmary. A fantastic building. And let's get the hothouse built. And then we'll go ahead and build some hunters' huts. Let's do like this. 1, 2, say 3 and 4. Like so. Looks pretty good. Those are I think those are wall drill locations, which are great because we can turn it. Yeah, wall drill, wall drill. That's for food. And we'll go here and there. And that'll give us plenty of food. Plenty of food. Alright, so we still have 21 people working. Excellent. Nice. Alright. Producing 54 per hour for each one of these. That's good. Now, one of the things I've been seeing is that people are hungry. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building a couple of these cookhouses, probably 3 of them, like one here, one there, and like one over here, close to where people are working. We'll probably move this back a little bit, so that way people can get to where they need to go and grab some food. I like to build the housing around the generator. And then we can build steam hubs. We don't need to build research steam hubs yet, but we will. Okay, infirmary is done. Fantastic building. Flying hunters are awesome. Let's take a look at our research. Steam coal thumpers would be excellent. Gathering post insulation, we're going to go ahead and start that right away. That way these buildings stay warmer when we use the heating. Infirmary is kind of a larger building. We'll need a good spot to put it in. I'm not quite sure where I want to put that. Maybe over here in this area. Something maybe back in here. Well, I'm going to build 2 of these eventually. But I want to see where I could put these. That is going to be the most efficient. Right now it's fine. We have plenty of people working. 21 workers need jobs, and we're going to be putting those into the hot houses, and we'll put the rest in these areas. It's free time. Demolish, and demolish. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Excellent. And we do have one lonely worker that doesn't have anything to do. Well, you can come over here and help out in this area. Full gainful employment, folks. That's what we're looking for. All right. Now, let's start doing a little planning, shall we? The next thing we want to do is go ahead and get rid of this street here. And let's start to think about where we want to put the infirmaries. So, we can go 4 rings out with housing. So what we're going to do is just kind of place 2 of these, like so. Now, we're not going to build these. We're just going to place these for now. And then we're going to find out if we can put in we cannot put in an infirmary here. We might, yeah, we can put an infirmary right over here. Maybe over here. That would not be a bad spot for one. And I'll probably put one over here. Infirmaries are great buildings. Maybe by the researching areas. Yeah, we could do that. We could put one right here. Just like so. But the question now is, where do I build the cookhouses? We're going to want cookhouses, something like this. There's such an odd shaped building. Put the cookhouse here. We could... No, we can't put it there. Put one here. I don't particularly like building them around the rings. I like to save that for population. Well, we could put one right here. This would be fine. Yeah, one on this side. And then maybe one on this side. Let's go ahead and just put a couple houses down as kind of markers. 1 and 2. Food. Maybe another cookhouse like right here. Something like that. Yeah, that would not be a bad spot for it. There's going to be a gap here, though. Ugh. Don't like gaps. Maybe, yeah, we need to move this. Definitely. Well, let's just. I can move this road over a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. So we're just going to do this. I'm going to tear this building down. No. Tear down. No, we're not going to do that yet. Hang on. We're going to build this one and that one. And that way, workers from here can come over and grab something to eat. The folks on this side can grab something to eat over here. And the workers on this side can grab something to eat here. And the people on this side can grab something to eat over here. Oh, let's not build these. These are just for visuals. That just helped us plan things out. Here we go. Okay, they've got that road done. Let's go ahead and dismantle this. That. And that. And let's take a look here. Cookhouse needs to go here. Yeah, that's awful ugly, though. Tell you what. The same size, aren't they? Yeah. Still going to be a gap there, isn't there? I don't think we can do much about that, though. I mean, I could butt them up here, but there's still going to be a gap. Well, that's just the way it has to be, I suppose. Let's build the infirmary first. Right here. Right there. And then, once this one's built, we'll deconstruct this one and move this one back. I think that's the way we're going to do it. In 18 hours, we're going to hit Winterholm. and life will be good. There. Build that. You see these are not... There we go. Nice thing about the infirmary, it just... it tears through your sick people. Lighter scout sleds would be great. Coal mining we're not doing at the moment. I really want to build that, but we just don't need it. Let's go for lighter scout sleds. Okay. And then we could just put a couple kids in each one of these. And let's kill the kid. And let's kill the kids out of there. Not kill them, but you get the idea. Get rid of this one. And then what we're going to do is demolish this building. And this one. And this one. And we're going to put all the engineers in here. The infirmary is so awesome. Infirmary is already warm. Every building is warm right now. Lighter scout sleds are already done. Outpost Depot allows us to build an outpost team. Send it to permanent resources away from the city. Let's go ahead and start that. We will need that. Well, we don't need it. We'll want it. So you can see the folks here. After they're done working, they can go grab something to eat over here. And the same thing once we get this one moved up just a little bit back. Now, I might just put the... Yeah. I mean, it's just a little bit further away. Yeah, right here, I think. Let's do that. Might be able to do something with this area. Let's do that one. And we'll build the road here. Excellent. And then we can build houses right here where we would demolish these buildings. Alright, 2 hours. Outpost Depot is finished. Do the factory we don't need. Let's go ahead and grab the steam hub, which we'll need in a little bit because the area is going to start getting cooler. Steam hubs are pretty neat. I'm going to make sure the heating is on in these. Whenever people are working. Yep. All right. We climbed to the edge of the city. We stood there speechless, staring at the scene of devastation. It's a city of the dead. Most of the buildings are destroyed and the generator has exploded. The fall of Winterholm. The streets of the ruined city are littered with scores of dead bodies. The City Chronicle describes a shortage of food and citizens' increasing despair. The following squabbles, riots, and descent into anarchy, fights for dwindling resources, and the eventual starvation. The last entry, God forgive us, we're eating our dead. There's no hope. Sites discovered, Snowcliff and the American camp. We are on our own. The news has shocked everyone in the city. There were supposed to be many settlements and construction crews here. People living normal lives in homes heated by generators. But we're alone. Hope falls. And we're getting rabble-rousers. Rabble, rabble, rabble. So hope is just destroyed. We can't end up like them. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Winterholm has fallen. They're all dead. How will we survive here without any help? We have to go back to London. There's no hope for us here in this frozen desert. People start to gather as the news of the fate of Winterholm spreads through the city. Some of them want to drop everything and flee to London. Panic is starting to set in. I must give them purpose. So, we have two paths we can take. We have to unite them behind the vision of the future. We can go with order and discipline, or faith and spirituality. Now, both of these are actually pretty good. They have different abilities that you can utilize. We're going to go ahead and go with faith and spiritual strength on this one. First thing we are going to do is going to pass a law called the House of Prayer. Boom. All right. We have some scouts available. And we're going to go ahead to the Snow Cliff. These guys are going to go to the American camp. Now, first thing we need to do, of course, we have new tech, the Outpost Depot. We're going to put one of those in, and we're going to slap that down right there. But the next thing we need to build is some houses of prayer. You can see the radius here. That is the the range that the people are affected in. So we want to build a couple of these. We want all of our folks to be covered in the house of prayer. So we can see the little range ends up to here. But before we build the second one, we want to see where the tents line up like so. So you can see that this one will hit this portion. And then we'll go back to faith. Turn that sideways. And we want kind of an overlap here, if we can get it. But we want to make sure that we can build as many houses as possible. Like that. And we're going to hit everybody in the range. Yeah, there's one there. And then we can cancel these. And these are just to help us understand. This is 1, 2, 3, and then 2. So it's basically a few up the side. So this will go all the way to here, which is a pretty good, decent range. And let's go 1, 2, 3, 2. And let's just make sure that the range of the House of Prayer hits where we want it to go. Actually, probably... let's get rid of this road here. See how the House of Prayer kind of extended past because it was trying to reach that road? So this actually looks pretty good. And if we wanted to build another one, we could build it here. We could build another one. It's not a big deal. One there. That looks like it's going to cover everything except for these kind of two areas. And we could build one right over here or back in this area. So these are going to be pretty much where we need to build them. And let's go cancel all these buildings here. Like so. Oops. House of Prayer back up here. Where did I build that? Right here? Yeah. You can hear them rabble-rousing. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Rabble, 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 rabble. Build a street. Darn it, game. Right here. There we go. And we're just going to do this. Ring around. Just like that. Rubble, rubble, rubble. We have more than enough wood to build these little roads. You don't have to build these. I just like to. Just makes the city look a lot nicer, I think. Now, speaking of, look at the modeling on these things. There's the workshops. That's just some spectacular modeling that they did. Those are just great looking buildings. Got these little gears in the back. Sawmills look like, they look like sawmills. Hot houses right here. These little hunting cabins. They did such a great job with the modeling here of all their buildings. It looks good. It looks spectacular. All right. What do we got? The unconvinced want to leave. Sir, you've convinced the majority, but hope is low. A group of our people are still so scared they want to flee the city for London in 15 days. They come to try to change your mind. You say that faith will save us. Nonsense. What, are we going to pray for food when we start to starve? If we don't try to reach London, we'll end up like Winterhome. We are not going to die. The Londoners, your people are divided. Some of them are so scared they plan to leave the city for London in 15 days. They'll try to convince others to join them, preying on their discontent. Fear may lead people into desperate acts. Maintain peace. Give people hope and manage their discontent to guide the city safely through the looming social crisis. We have 18 Londoners right now. Their tendency is to join. Well, we'll fix that problem soon enough. There you go. There's our first church. Here's the cool thing. The House of Prayer. Oh. The House of Prayers have been erected, giving people a place to pray together and find comfort in faith. Hope rises. You saw it before. It was at 3. Now it's at 2 pips. Or 2 chevrons, I guess. And then we can do an evening prayer. And hope will raise slightly. Now it's down to 1 chevron. Boom. And this is covering pretty much the entirety of where people live, except this guy. These 2 people. So everybody's getting a little, can go to the House of Prayer. People join the Londoners. So the people who want to leave for London have successfully urged their friends and neighbors to join them. People are more easily persuaded because they have little hope in our ultimate survival. I see. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's go ahead and pull a chaldron off of here and put that chaldron right there. And let's make sure that stays warm. How's the overall base? Oh, let's go ahead and do that one. Oh, this is the... that's where the automaton is. We don't need heat on that building. The sawmill is good. All of our buildings look good. Oh, heat on that. Keep these places warm. Yes, indeed-a-roni. Okay. Our scouts have reached a place, the snow cliff. The hole in the snow leads to a small chamber. Someone lives here, but the lonely human figure we saw from afar has disappeared. It might be the sole survivor of Winterhome. The refugee from Winterhome. The man we've seen from afar was nowhere to be found. Searching his burrow, we found a diary of a scientist who fled Winterhome. After the starving city fell into chaos, its leader, an army captain, appointed himself absolute ruler. He tried to impose order using force. Plenty of people disgruntled deserted the city, and most of the others rebelled against him. We found the Shrouded Cave and freshwater springs. Got some more resources. Let's go to Freshwater Springs. Out of coal over here, but that's not a problem. I actually have too many people doing this, but I don't really have anything else for them to do. We can do power upgrades, overdrive couplings. Let's see, what else can we do? Factory, resources, steam sawmill, and food. Let's go ahead and grab the bunkhouse so we can do cookhouse installation. And what can we build? The steam hub. The steam hub goes around areas like this to keep areas warm. It produces heat. So when it starts to get cold, you can, and heaters are not enough, you put down some steam hubs. Pretty cool. And you can see we have massive amounts of wood. So we're going to go ahead and build some more depots, and we're going to actually build these. The small ones right here. Let's see, can we get another one back in here? There. I think I might build large depots back here. Let's build those two. And cancel this one. Get some roads going on here. Like so. And we'll do this one. The bunkhouse has been researched. Let's get that cooking house done. And let's see, we're fresh. Several pools are kept freezing by hot springs deep underground. Patches of hardy lichen cling to the bare rock at their edges. It looks like a good place for a hideout. We have found survivors. Degenerated but alive. Near freshwater springs, we've met some refugees from Winterhome. They're a sorry sight and seem to be completely unmoved by the fate of their city. And ask what kept them alive from starving. They look away, then mumble something about eating a lichen. We have found frozen grove. Let's escort them. We have some kids and we have some workers. Let's add to the population. We can now build bunkhouses, but we do not need to. How many folks are we bringing with us? That would be 29. We do have ample homes, so we have 17 beds. We'll need to build a few more houses. A couple more tents. 1, 2. Oh, that one doesn't fit? Really? Surely that'll fit. We had 2. Hang on there, son. Hang on there, son. We had 2, guys right next to each other. That's kind of silly. Huh. That is strange-matic. Well, that's fine. A little bit of gap, whatever. We discovered the American camp. There's not a living soul in the camp. We found about a dozen emaciated bodies. Surprisingly, most of them were amputees fitted with prosthesis. Found some steel and steam cores. Starved Americans. The American camp was well supplied with everything except food. Searching the tents, we found the victims of hunger. Most of them have badly worn but sophisticated artificial limbs bearing the company symbol Tesla Manufacturing. We only bury them and take their equipment. We have found the temporary settlement. Let's go to the temporary settlements. Got lots of wood, lots of coal. Yep, all of our roads are being built. Let's get the mechanical calculators done. The rebirth of faith. Sir, people have started visiting the house of prayer. There aren't many of them yet, but it might be the start of something special. It seems they really needed a proper place of worship. I'm glad to hear that. Can we, this cooldown timer is 2 days. But we're doing just fine right now. Is there a road right there? Yeah, there is. Don't know why I built the... it's fine. It can sit there for a minute. And we'll go ahead and put wood. And then we'll do this one. Make sure this one's coal. How are we doing over here? Man, we're chewing through that wood. That's good. We're going to have a few more people arriving. We'll be needing to build some more housing as well. And we have reached the 1 hour mark. So we're going to end it right here. And that's going to do it for this episode. We'll continue our build later. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.